Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 29 of this NHL 20 Hamilton Tigers franchise mode. Today we are jumping into the conference finals, heading up against the Boston Bruins, who are the only team out of the remaining teams here to have not won a cup yet in this particular franchise mode. We've won a cup, Detroit's won one, and Vegas has actually won 2 Stanley Cups, believe that or not. So, last episode, it took us all episode to actually defeat the Florida Panthers. It was a little bit too close, and hopefully this series in Boston is going to go a little bit easier. So we're going to sim game by game like we always do, and hopefully things will turn out the way we want them to. Obviously, we are quite a bit better a team than Boston. If you missed last episode, I'm going to leave the card in the top corner where you can go and watch the whole playlist. But first period, we outshoot them 15-3 and tie 1-1 at the end of the first. Second period, it's a 2-1 game as Esteban Slaney gives us the lead there, and really, 26-11 in shots is a big enough difference that we should be able to win this game, but apparently not, as Jakub Vrana scores on just the 14th shot of the game. That is absolutely brutal. Like, come on, boys. And then we give up a power play, too. I'm sure we'll give up the power play goal because we're Hamilton, and we choke in the playoffs, but my God, how many more minutes? This is extremely slow right now, too. I have to say, the sim is stupidly slow. But another power play, my God, Boston. How do you get that many power plays and not score on them? Come on, Hamilton, you guys are out shooting them by 10 shots. You should be able to put 1 in the net. Dear God. It's actually brutally slow right now. And of course, we give up the lead on just the 21st shot of the game. How shit are you guys? Honestly, this Hamilton team is such a joke. There's parts of me that just want to take this team and completely dismantle it because the chemistry's not that great and the team loses games that they never should, like this one. Honestly, what a freaking joke. We outshoot them by 10 and lose the game by only scoring 2 goals. Like, holy hell, man. Brutal. So after that absolutely disappointing loss, especially on home ice too, I can't believe we blew a 2-1 lead, and that was just absolutely terrible. Okay, game 2, we're down 2-0 to Boston. Down 3-1 after the second. This is not ideal, as, Zimmerman brings us back to 1 goal, but, man, this is not a good spot to be at this point. I was really hoping the Tigers were going to do a bit better, and it doesn't seem to be going that way right now. Wait, who scored? Well, hold on, who scored? We had Slaney scored, and then Tremp scored, and I totally just missed it. And then Dayton scores. Okay. So we bring it back. Great performance there. I did not think that the third period was going to go that well, and it still might not as the Brusque scores. And 42 seconds left, we get the win. Okay. So that was way too close. Fortunately, some of our players were able to pull through and actually win us the game there. But that was, again, just way too close for my liking. We win that one 5-4, and we are headed to Boston after splitting the first 2 games here, 1 apiece. By the looks of it, the Vegas Golden Knights are going to be back in the Stanley Cup Finals again. But let's see, game 3, we start up 1-0, goal from Visakis there, and Boston gets 11 shots. We only get 8. Second period, Tuomainen scores, and that's always good to see. We're out shooting them 23-21, 2-shot difference. Boston gets 1 shot, it's in the net. As Dante Heinen scores. Power play for Boston doesn't convert, but then Heinen scores yet again. I don't know what it is, man. He's got to be on a +5 chemistry boost or something like that. But Visakis gets a power play goal for us, and he's been crushing it, to be honest. So, great goal from him there, and we are poised to win this game, but there's still time left for Boston to get this one back, and they do not. So we win game 3, 3-2. Very close game yet again. Visakis with 2 goals was absolutely huge. And, another good performance. Vegas is looking like they're going to sweep the Red Wings here. So I just want to show you guys these remaining teams apart from our team. You've seen our team multiple times here. But the last couple teams we got are Detroit, who actually is a pretty good team overall, in my opinion. I think they're a pretty good team. I mean, maybe they are not. Like, maybe the chemistry's bad or something. But they do have, like, a lot of really solid pieces in this team. And I believe they should be doing better than they are. It's like, they got good defense there. They got a good young goalie in Bomick. And for whatever reason, they're just getting absolutely crushed by this Vegas team right now, which is significantly weaker on paper. Maybe not so much on the forward end. Maybe that's that's probably what's doing it here, is the all these top players in Vegas are really just crushing everybody else. Ola Edler's actually really decent for a high top 9 forward there. He's doing good. Bo Connolly, nice player as well. And yeah, see, that doesn't make sense. Detroit on paper is way better than Vegas, but apparently not. This is the team we're going up against, and you know, we should be able to kind of steamroll this team. They only got one really good defenseman and like no goaltending. Commerce 33. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking that we got this series here, as we are up 2-1, but you know, we win the next game and we're really poised to do well, even though this is in Boston again. So let's see how this goes. It would be huge to get 2 road wins. First period, they outshoot us 12-9, but it is a 0-0 game. Second period, it's 1-1 as Lars Bang and Jake DeBrusk both find the net. We let them score with 34 seconds left, though. So that one kind of stinks, but Vasakis gets us a goal back there on the 22nd shot of the game for the Tigers. Power play for Hamilton, 5-on-3, doesn't convert. Power play for Boston also does not convert. We're tied 29 on shots, and man, this is a tight one. Another power play, again, doesn't convert. Hamilton missing some huge chances here, and we pay for it as Kadri gets the goal there for Boston to tie it very late. Minute 42 left. That's what happens when you don't score on power plays, boys. What do you expect? Like, come on. That's just absolutely terrible. You better redeem yourselves here, because you had 4 chances to end that game, and you missed them. We're completely out shooting Boston, but I don't know. I somehow get the feeling we're going to lose this game still. And 50 shots, thank God. On the 50th shot of the game, Robert Nylander gets the OT winner, beats Eric Comrie. But we just thoroughly outperformed them and barely won the game. So yeah, a little lucky there, but Robert Nylander comes through as our first star of the game with a goal and an assist. Detroit absolutely steamrolls Vegas in Game 4. 7-2 win for the Red Wings there, but they are still facing elimination, backs against the wall. They got to win 3 more. Same thing here with Boston. We only got to win 1. Vegas has only got to win 1, and we're in the Stanley Cup Finals. But yeah, things are looking pretty good right now. So, Game 5, Highmore gets the first goal as we get outshot 11-8 on home ice, man. I swear, home ice advantage doesn't exist in this game. Anyways, period 2, okay, maybe it does, as Slaney and Savan, our top 2 players there, score goals for us. And that's pretty huge heading into the third. Honestly, I'm going to just sim this. If they score a goal, we might jump in, but if we score, I think this is pretty much wrapped up. We'll just jump in for the celebration and head on to the Stanley Cup Finals in this episode. But not much time left. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here, even though we are out shooting them pretty crazily here by 10 shots. Looks like we kind of got this one wrapped up here. And yeah, there is a fairly significant difference between our, team overall and their team overall. So there's a single minute left in this game. All we got to do is play defense for 1 minute and we're going to be all right. Good dump in there, and this is where we want to be, is in their end if possible. Centered pass, that's a good chance. And we're going to send it back to the point to a Minen. Big cannon, that goes out of play, but there's still 45 seconds left. And okay, Leopold, Slaney, and Savan are all kind of crushing it here on points. So Slaney, I don't know if I was entirely expecting to see him on the scoring numbers, but that's good to see. He wins the face-off yet again. Matsumoto almost got tripped up there. That was really close. Oh, geez. This is not where I want the puck. Gilson, good shot. Good save. I think we're going to have Boston kind of just pinned in their own end here for the last... Okay, Yamamoto, I know you're skilled, but, come on, buddy. Get out of here. And, okay, Nick Matsumoto is kind of in here and absolutely takes apart Eric Comrie to definitely seal this game up. That was a pretty nice goal. Yeah, go Ticats, go. Let's go. All right. That was an absolutely filthy goal by a defenseman. Yes, he is a franchise defenseman, but still, like, just look at that move, man. Like, I know it's on an 81 rated goalie too, but our captain comes through and just scores some beautiful goals at the right time. Just had his man beat the whole time and tucks that one just past the glove on the backhand. So this thing's absolutely wrapped up now. There's no question about that. And yeah, we're going to be heading to the Stanley Cup Finals here. So yet again, we're just going to keep the puck in deep if we can. And, you know, preferably not give up any chances here. Good turnover and 12 seconds left. We'll just get it in deep. 3, 2, 1. There you go. The Tigers will win this series pretty easily. I mean, Robert Cronwell's honestly been crushing it in net for us. He's been really darn good as a young elite goalie. And yeah, too bad, Boston. You guys have a lot of cups, though, so I'm not exactly worried about that. And, you know, I think what we're more focused on now as a franchise is trying to, you know, kind of become a dynasty here. We've, you know, been fairly relevant in the playoffs. Made the conference finals once, won a cup once. We had a lot of round 1 exits, unfortunately. I'd say 3 of them here. But Nick Matsumoto going to get to lift the cup here. Or not the cup, the Prince of Wales trophy. And yeah, he decides not to because it's superstition. But there you go. That is the game. And that will wrap things up. So we unfortunately have to watch this intro because I cannot skip it. But we're going to get heading on to the Stanley Cup Finals here. So yeah, great performance there from the boys. So, Detroit actually won another game, won a tight one. It was a 2-1 game versus Vegas there, but we are Prince of Wales trophy winners, and let's see what happens here. Detroit won another game, man. I said backs to the wall. They got to win 3 straight. They just might. And no, the Golden Knights beat them in Game 7 after choking 3 games in a row. So let's take a more in-depth look at this Vegas team because they are going to be not only defending Cup champions, but the team that we will be facing here. Obviously, they haven't seen a team quite as strong as our Tigers team, I don't think. I mean, we can check that. I'm sure that they've been through a couple pretty solid teams here throughout this playoff run, but I don't know, man. I think this team that we've got on our hands right now is definitely capable of beating this Golden Knights team. So let's just go and double check who Vegas has gone through. Obviously, Detroit was a pretty strong team. I'll give them that. Detroit is more, I'm going to say Detroit's got a brighter future than just about anybody in the league at this point. So, you know, they make the conference finals with that young team for the most part. Vegas went through Anaheim and Vancouver as well. So let's check out how those teams looked and see, are the Golden Knights going to be capable of just absolutely destroying us, or is this going to be a tight series, or what's going to happen? So here's this Anaheim team that they went through in the conference semis, and, you know, not the greatest defense there. Goaltending's lacking too. It's really just a good forward group again, and that's, you know, I'd say it's the same for Vegas here. Obviously, Zykov went number 3 after Leopold and Matsumoto in 2019 there, but yeah, you know, I don't think that Anaheim team was the strongest in the league by any means. This Vancouver team, on the other hand, now, that might have been a bit stronger a team here, as, you know, they've got Trevor Wong playing alongside Pettersson and Besser. Horvat's in there too, you know, Hoglander's looking sweet. And then they got some pretty darn solid players here. Quinn Hughes and Evan Bouchard playing together there on the back. Wow, they paid him $14 million. Jesus. Anyways, good top pairing for Vancouver. And the goaltending's really not that good. So, you know, every team that actually, you know, let's take one more look at Detroit. But I'm pretty sure that every team that Vegas has had to face has had some pretty critical weakness in their team, whether that be defense or goaltending or things like that. the strongest team they've gone up against was Detroit, and Detroit gave them a run for their money, sent them to 7 games, and honestly, I think our team is better. I mean, they've got a pretty good defense here in Detroit, so that was the main thing. They got good, like really solid goaltending, not crazy, insane, like elite goaltending. Nobody does in the playoffs at this point. I would say our goalie's the best in the playoffs at this point, but yeah, like that forward group should be scoring goals on Vegas, and I'm surprised Vegas was actually able to beat Detroit 5-1 in Game 7, but obviously they had home ice advantage. We finished, where? 3rd in the league. Vegas finished, I'm not sure entirely, but we've got home ice advantage here. Not that that means anything at this point anymore, but, you know, having those home games should be able to make a difference. Vegas, wow, Vegas finished 13th and got that far. Damn, okay. So I think this is our cup to lose at this point. We've got the upper hand, and I think we can take these guys. So last time we went to the Cup Finals, we played Vancouver, and we won. But we'll see if that remains the same against our Western Conference rivals here now it's going to be Vegas. But I have to say we have not had a single series where we did not have home ice advantage yet. So, I mean, that's going to be for the entire playoffs here. So, let's see what we can do in Game 1 in Hamilton. We take a 2-1 lead, goal from Anthony there, but Gilson and Leopold get goals back to give us the lead on just 8 shots. We get outshot 19-8 in the first, but still come out with the lead. Second period, it is a 5-4 game for Vegas, as Neal scores 1, then Vegas goes and scores 4 goals in a row before Nylander finally stops the bleeding, gives us 1 goal back, but we are just getting outplayed by Vegas right now, man. I have to say, 31 shots by them is very strong. I'd love to see us tie this here on just like 22 shots, but that's hard to tell if that's going to happen. Power play for Vegas doesn't convert as Savan scores short-handed. And like I said, on our 22nd shot, I was hoping we would score, and we did. So, Mikhail Savan, great job, buddy. Unfortunately, Jacob Trouba scores with 2 minutes left. We get a power play and don't convert on it and drop Game 1 on home ice in a barn burner 11-goal game. Boys, you got to come in clutch. You can't give up 4 goals in one period to Vegas. That's how you lose a series. So, not the greatest start, but I think we can rebound. We have the right team and the right, system fit to do so at this point. We should be able to take Vegas, but Game 2 starts off 0-0. We outshoot them 18-8. We came to play tonight. Second period, it's a 1-0 game as Savan gets I believe that's a power play goal. Sorry, the yellow and white on my screen is really hard to read sometimes, guys, so I can't always tell, but yes, that is a power play goal. We're out shooting them 26-18 at the end of the second. Unfortunately, this is only a one-shot game at this point, and Vegas seems to be loading on the shots right now. They get a power play, 5-on-3, doesn't convert. Wow, I was kind of expecting Vegas to score on one of these here, and they get another power play, doesn't convert again. We really kind of just stopped taking shots here, and that's what happens when you stop taking shots, boys, is we give up a goal, but Robert Nylander clutches up late minute there, just under 3 minutes, and that's going to prove to be the game winner as we beat Vegas 2-1. After a pretty scary third period, I have to say, we just about blew it there, but good win there. Cronwell makes 34 saves out of 35, and we take Game 2. So 1-1 heading back to Vegas. Obviously a road win here would be critical. More than one road win would be absurd, but we can definitely do that. We're definitely capable of that. So Game 3 in Vegas starts off 0-0, tied 11-11 on shots, looking pretty even so far. Second period, we're up 2-1 as Lafreniere and Saban find the net for us. Peyton Krebs gets the only goal there for Vegas as they outshoot us 22-18 at the end of the second. But heading into the third, we got the lead. We just got to play some good, solid defense and not take a lot of penalties because we seem to be pretty guilty of that. But still 2-1 halfway through the third, and this is looking good for the Tigers fans. Not so much for the Golden Knights fans, but not much time left here. And we get this one. Very, very tight game. We swing the series in our direction, give ourselves a 2-1 lead with that 2-1 win on away ice. Robert Cronwell is stealing the show right now. Gets first star of the game in games 2 and 3. 2 very tight, very good games. And that's what we like to see from this team. Honestly, I would be surprised if Robert Cronwell's not an 85 now. After the last couple games he's played, he's been out of his mind. Honestly, he's crushing it right now, man. And I am seriously impressed with how Cronwell has played in the playoffs so far. He is just 2 wins away from his first ever Stanley Cup. So let's see how Game 4 goes. This is in Vegas again, and we start off 3-0, real strong. Morgan Vasakis gets a power play goal. Then that is followed up by Tuomainen and Walton scoring 8 minutes apart there to end off the first period. All right, second period. It's a 4-0 game as Vasakis finds the back of the net for the second time this game. We outshoot Vegas 20-14 at the end of the second. Heading into the third period, things are looking really, really good right now, I have to say. Unfortunately, Duchesne does score on a power play there for Vegas. I realize it's all goals right now, but then we get a power play, which does not convert. We get another power play, which does not convert, but fortunately, we gave ourselves enough of a cushion here that goal from Barron doesn't stress me out. We have literally doubled Vegas on shots here this game for the most part, and yeah, that's a very good 2 wins on away ice to give us the stranglehold against the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Vegas Golden Knights. But I think that the Tigers have got this one locked down. I don't see this going too many other ways, and really, I think we're gonna win this here. So, not much time left in this series, and let's lock it down. Let's get this thing done. So, Game 5. Heading home to Hamilton, let's see what we can do. We want to try to take the Golden Knights out in 5 here. So, first period, we're up 2-0. That's too easy, man. Savannah and Leopold, 2 of our biggest names there, getting goals just 3 minutes apart on Jordan Binnington. We get outshot 12-9, but that doesn't seem to matter. Second period, it's a 3-0 game, and this is going to be a walk in the park home for the Stanley Cup. So here we go. And we're off, up by 3 goals, and really we are just set to win this game at this point. Jake Neal getting bodied a bit. That was almost a really good play there. Duchesne tries to cut outside, just gets leveled. And okay, Tuck, get out of here, buddy. Thank you. Okay, Duchesne, you know what? You know what, Matt? He hit his own guy, I'm pretty sure, on that play. Here we go. He gave Nylander space. That's a bad idea because he's fairly skilled, and he draws the tripping penalty. Over to Nylander. He's looking for the pass, and that was a good play. That actually could have gone in the net there, but we have a power play here with just under half the period left to go, and really things are looking good for us at this point. So Nylander draws the trip there. I tried to do a spin move. He just got his feet taken out. So here we go. Power play 1 is out, and I think we got a good chance here of converting on this. So Savannah's 11 goals leads the playoffs right now. That's pretty crazy. But let's go. Okay, we lost that face-off, unfortunately, and they do actually ice the puck for the first time here. That's like, I'm not used to them actually doing that, but this is what Matsumoto can do, guys. Look at how fast he is. Cuts in, gains the zone for us. Set up, guys. Oh my god, that should have been in the net. Oh, good hit there by Vasakis. Looking back door, and there you go. Zimmerman makes it a 4-0 game. Wow. Is all I can say is just wow. We are all over these guys. And yeah, Melvin, absolutely huge goal. Really seals our dominance here, and I think we're good. Too bad, Justin Barron, you're not going to be winning back-to-back cups. Neither are we, but this will be our second cup of this franchise mode, which ties the Golden Knights. So yeah, very nice goal there, and yeah, things are looking good. Looking like we're going to probably win this game, so. I love how backhand shots can actually just get stopped with guys' sticks altogether. 4, 3, 2, 1. Your Hamilton Tigers are 2029 Stanley, or sorry, not 29. Yeah, 29 Stanley Cup champions. Second cup in franchise history. We've got an elite roster, and it showed. It really showed in this. Like, just an absolutely outstanding performance here from the team. And that's just, you love to see it. Love to see it. So, on home ice, you wouldn't expect anything less. Sorry, Duchesne, you won the cup last year. That's got to be good enough for you. And we're going to see some serious boosts here. I don't know who is expiring on contracts, but that'll make for an interesting offseason for sure. And, yeah, great performance overall by the team. I don't know who's going to get the Conn Smythe, though. I really don't. We shall see. But obviously you got to get through the handshake lineup first. It's one of the most respectful things to do in hockey, is congratulate your competitors on a great series. And Conn Smythe will go to Luke Leopold here. Great performance by one of our best players here. Puts up 8 points in the finals, I guess it was. And he will be your Conn Smythe winner. But there you have it, Stanley Cup champions, man. Kronwall played out of his mind, and we're definitely going to be holding on to him here as Nicholas Matsumoto gets to shake the commissioner's hand, and man, that's got to be one of the best feelings in the world to lift the Stanley Cup in front of your hometown. I can't remember if we did it last time. I think we did get to lift the cup in front of Hamilton last time too, as we beat Vancouver in 5. And yeah, we did get to lift it at home before, but you know, nothing wrong with doing it more than once. So great performance there, and the Eastwood Arena is just going crazy here. Dwight Dainton, you know, one of the pieces I'm a little more unsure about, but you know, get to lift his second cup. That's absolutely great. And we'll see what happens here, because this offseason is going to prove to be a little more difficult than I would hope, but we can definitely make some moves to try and improve this team's system as well. So what a performance, and obviously Robert Kronwall is going to have to lift the cup. There's no way he can't after the performance he just had, and yeah, that's just fantastic, man. You love to see that. So, there is your Stanley Cup photo. Get to see guys like Savan and Matsumoto, Leopold, you know, just our leaders, proving that we are the best team in the NHL. So I don't know what it is with third place finishes, but that seems to be what gets it done here for us. If we can finish in the top 3, we're probably going to win a Stanley Cup. Because we finished 4th and we got knocked out in the conference finals that year. We finished 14th last year and just had a terrible offseason. Anyways, we win the Stanley Cup there and pass that owner goal. So we got a contract offer, and why wouldn't we sign it, man? This was the best team in the league. We want to stick with the Tigers. Absolutely. All right, guys. So one of the things that our system desperately needs is a coach that not only fits our defense, but like truly fits our defense. This guy right here, Trenton Lavin, honestly, I think he's going to be one of the best fits we could possibly pick up for this system, mainly because of the double pinch and cycle on the defense. We have grown so many pinch and cycle defensemen through the years that I think it's worth it to go and pursue this guy as a coach, mainly for the fact that he's going to fit our defense better than anything else. We can try to fit the system according to how he's set up, but really, I think this will fit our defense better than anything, and honestly, defense wins championships. So we're going to offer this guy an NHL assistant coach for now. We're going to offer him about 700 and, or we'll offer him 800K for 3 years, or just less than that. Yeah, okay, 800K for 3 years. We'll offer him that. He's 64 years old already, but, you know, I don't think it's going to be very easy to find another coach that has that same kind of double pinch and cycle as he does that's going to be any cheaper. All right, guys, so unfortunately I offered that coach the contract, and I don't think he's going to be able to sign it here because, yeah, we just simply don't have the space right now for our coaching, but looks like the Milwaukee Admirals are your Calder Cup champions. All right, so we've got 80 or 90% of our tickets sold right around there, and Trenton Lavin we cannot go after right now, unfortunately, because we have to wait. And, okay, we moved from 3 to 5 with Edmonton's picks. That's not great, as both Montreal and Washington jump up in the lottery, but we still have a top 5 pick. So that's not too bad, and we sold 85% of our suites this year. That's good. All right, so pick number 5 is going to be landing us probably Harvey Sterling, which looks pretty good, man. He's all balanced, which is what our system entails. You know, as much as I like the pinch and cycle defenseman, I honestly don't think that would make all that big a difference at this point. See, this Yoshimura guy as well would probably be pretty nice, but I'm still trying to figure out who exactly we're taking besides the guys that we already have pinned. I mean, Gamble's pretty much a shoe-in. Wow, there's actually a decent amount of other elites in here, so I will be selecting a lot of those guys. Any low elites? Yes, there's one in Hrabas, Bedrich Hrabas. That's an awesome name. Ooh, pick 50. Bonino is looking pretty sweet, honestly. And then, yeah, besides that, I don't really know who else we're going to take. We'll figure it out as we go. There's another Schremp in here, Elliot Schremp, as we took Rory Schremp a little while ago. That would be pretty cool if they're like brothers or something. But retiring players, Eric Carlson calls it quits. Same with Matt Duchene, man. He could have won a cup in his last year, but obviously their team just did not compare to ours. Doughty retires with over 1,000 points as well as a defenseman. Skinner retires with 1,000, and lots of guys with 800 at least here. Couple with 700, couple with 6. You know, that like this is a good retiree class overall. And then for goalies, that'll either make or break the class. Holtby over 500 wins is pretty darn solid, considering that he was drafted in 08. Okay. What about Grubauer? 2010. Same with Domingue. Yeah, okay. Pretty nice retiree class there. I don't know who's going to actually become a scout or coach or anything like that. And Doughty becomes a coach in LA. That's awesome. And here are all the retirees. So we do lose Abraham Hughes. I'm totally good with that, man, because that means we're going to go and I'm pretty sure Hughes actually won our first cup with us. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, that's a little sad to see him retire, but we are looking into this Trenton Lavin guy. And by the looks of it, we still have our own pick, which is going to be number 32, but that's honestly not even that bad. All right, let's see. We got a lot of growth here in certain guys. A couple guys kind of declined, especially actually, no, I don't think two of mine declined at all. But Lambos is elite still. He was medium top 4 for a time there, so I don't know why that happens, but it does. Zimmerman's up to an 85. Holy. Same with Vasakis is an 86. So honestly, we have got so many good players, good prospects, players that will, you know, most definitely make a difference in our team here. Like, we are set. Oh, wow, look at how much Sadikov has dropped off. That is too bad. Why is Cronwall drop off, man? He just won a Stanley Cup. He should, like, I guess it's because he doesn't win the Vezina or something like that, but still, man, like, come on. Look at, like, his morale is all up. So why is it going down in overall? Like, that doesn't make sense to me, unfortunately. That is happening. Okay, we're taking pretty much everybody off the trade block except for maybe some, like, lower-end defensemen here. We can look into guys like, yeah, Plekhanov's career's kind of done. Who's, like, really old in here? Yeah, Emery and Kemp are definitely getting up there in age, but, we don't have a lot of guys to sub in for them, so honestly, we're just going to keep them. We're just going to stick with the roster we got. We're totally good with it right now. And I'm wondering if I think we can go to the coaching staff here and try again. Actually, I don't think we can hire staff right now, can we? Yeah, we literally can't hire staff right now, so that's too bad, but that's all right. Who are the pending RFAs here? That's what I'm interested in. Hacken. Pissed me off for so many years. Just because he's a, what do you call it? It's just because he's a Florida player. Jan Bednar is one of our old drafted goalies, so I'd honestly be all right with re-signing him. How old is he? 26? I think we stick with Sadikov as our backup for now, unless, what's his name? I forget the other guy's name, unless Typalis grows. But overall, I think we're ready to get into the draft here. One more thing. I cannot forget this. So, expiring players is definitely something we need to keep an eye on, and by the looks of it, there aren't too many, but Zimmerman's probably going to want a lot of money. Yeah, he wants $3.6 million, and we got very little cap space to offer. 2.5 for Nylander isn't great. If we go $2 million, I'd take that. And how much does Zimmerman want? He wants 3.6. If I could do $3 million, I'd take that. I don't know if he's gonna take that. He probably won't, but you never know. And Lars Bang is probably worth trading, unfortunately. At $4.5 million, that's just too much. And he's a pinch and shoot too, so he doesn't even fit our system. Yeah, we're gonna probably look to trade Lars Bang and maybe use him to trade up. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. Probably not. But there's two defensemen I probably want to move here in our team, and it doesn't look like anybody's really willing to offer a trade. But if we go to the draft class and look at it, it's like this Korea guy, even though he's defensive, and yes, I believe we have a couple defensive players already. He still intrigues me. If you look, okay, let's take a look at all of our defense. So we got, Dwight Dainton. Although he's a two-way, he just does not fit this system at $6 million a year, which is too bad. Tuomainen definitely does. But is he defensive? No, he's a two-way. Okay, so we could definitely reach out and look into a guy like Korea. I would honestly be willing to do that. He's pick number 3. So let's try to trade Dainton to Washington in exchange for Korea. If we can do that, I would love to. I don't think they're going to take it, but you never know. So yeah, Dwight Dainton in exchange for that pick. That's totally worth it for Washington because Dainton's already on a $6 million deal, which is a fabulous deal, don't get me wrong. But he just does not sit with this system properly, unfortunately. And looks like Lafreniere, Nylander, Hakana, and Savannah will probably take hits. So we can do this, even though I don't really need to, but let's try it and see what Washington says. It's rejected, man. See, that's what doesn't make sense in this game still, is that they reject trades that really actually make sense for them. The only other guy I would be willing to trade would probably be Sanders. That's the best deal I can offer you guys. If you take that for the third, I'll do it. If you don't, whatever. And trade accepted. Okay. So yeah. Oh well, we lose a bit of morale, but I think it will be worth it overall with building this new system, because we are going to be pursuing that new coach. I cannot remember his name right now to save my life. All right, so Nashville is going to make their pick. I don't want to trade for it, sorry. But they're probably going to take that defenseman and pusher. They might not, but I hope they do, and yeah, they do. He's only 80 rated, so that's going to be interesting because maybe we're in a really weak draft class here, which is too bad. Okay, so Montreal takes Yoshimura 2nd overall, and he's actually higher rated at 81 overall. We'll see how good Shane Correa really is. He's a big defensive defenseman, heavy slap shot size and strength, and shutdown ability. That's what you love to see for a team that's going to be trying to win the playoffs through their defense. So, yeah, I mean, Shane Correa, 80 overall. Pretty darn nice pick there still. And at just 17 years old, he's a very good skating defensive defenseman, just like Calle Gilson, who we took a little while back. So, let's see. Washington's going to take Therian, and we are going to most definitely take Harvey Sterling here. Looks like he's going to be a playmaker. 200-foot game, magic handle, offensive creativity, plays like Patrick Kane. He's got to crash the net, line bias, unfortunately, but all the other balance stuff looks really good to me. So, and he put up 90 points in 67 games as well. Like, yeah, bring him in. Harvey Sterling, welcome to the Tigers. 81 overall. We got some pretty nice picks here in the top 5, I have to say. So we're going to sim to pick 32. I'm still not entirely sure who we're taking here. Looks like there's a couple of very nice top 4 defensemen in here, so we're going to keep our eyes on that. BD Malik Rogers was actually pretty nice. Another Lindstrom. We drafted a Lindstrom a little while back. He started to develop in our system. Wow, there's a lot of really solid defensemen in here. I'm kind of surprised, actually. Not just defensemen, there's a lot of good players in this first round anyways, even if they're not elite. But I'm thinking, I saw this one guy here, Adrian Irving. We have no idea on him besides the fact that he might be NHL ready. We don't really need that, but, I'd like it. Looks like most of these other guys are defensive with the cycle pinch, which is too bad. Because what I'm more looking for is, I'm going to take the risk on Irving. I know it's kind of a stupid pick to make, but we'll see if it turns out. And he is, who knows? And he is a 75 rated right-handed two-way defender. I really hope he fits our system. If he doesn't, oh well, we just gain some decent value from that pick. And Adrian Irving is a total shot in the dark and turns out to be a really good pick. Okay, so we have pick number 64 next. We miss pretty much an entire round here. One elite goalie so far in this round. Couple decent medium top 4 and top 6 players. Besides that, nothing else really. All right, so we're going to take, I think we have to go with Gamble here. Even though I want to take Schremp, I think we have to go with Gamble just because, elite goalie adds value to our team, gives us trade assets. But, Schremp would be fun just because, maybe he's his brother. We don't know. But that would be pretty cool. I feel kind of shallow just for only picking based on value rather than, a player's information and stuff like that. We know the elite goalies are going to have a ton of value. It's going to be stupid how much value they have. But we're going to get another elite defenseman. We're going to get another elite goalie anyways. So I think I'm going to take Elliot Schremp and just say send it. We're doing this for the brotherly love and hoping that he is Rory Schremp's brother. And as a two-way forward, let's see how he turns out. Obviously not going to be 79 rated, but 63 overall. Not too bad. So we actually have a bunch of picks just a little ways into this next round. So let's see how good this goalie is. Actually, you know what? We could still take this goalie here in Tim Gamble. I think that's probably not a bad move. I'm trying to figure out who we have pinned in here besides that. See, and I have this Pasquale guy pinned in there. But I also want to take Rabas, and now we have too many picks to make, which is the problem for sure. And I don't only want to take goalies because that just becomes stupid after a certain point. And it's okay, who's younger? Looks like Gamble's younger, so he's probably the pick to make here. Yeah, okay, this will work still. We're just not going to take Agostino. We're going to take Gamble instead, and he's 54 overall. So, medium elite goalies are still always nice. But our next pick, we're going to go with this Pasquale guy, and I mean, he's ranked higher, so he turns out to be a 48 rated medium elite. Back-to-back medium elites is about as good as you can get, honestly. And all right, for our next pick, we're over at pick 128. Our next pick after this is pick number 160, which is cutting it a little too close on that Hrabas guy. So, you know what? We've drafted so many damn low elites into our team that I'd rather take Agostino and just flip him for picks, because he's going to have a lot of value. But he's 59 rated too, so that's pretty nice. All right, over to pick 160, and Hrabas does go there, unfortunately. You hate to see that, but at the same time, I blame myself for not taking him earlier. And we didn't have the pick earlier, but I decided to go with the medium elite goalies instead of the low elite players. Teifel, I'm glad I did not go for. He was a high backup, not a high elite. All right, and for our next pick, let's go with... I honestly don't know who else I really want to take. There's a lot of guys where it's like, yeah, I could take him. I don't think it's worth it, but... you never know who's going to have value. Dupuis and Millen could have value. It's unlikely, but you never know. We'll probably take Dupuis at our next pick, but not right now, I don't think. I think instead I'm going to go with... you know what, let's go with this Derek Marks guy. He's definitely a grinder. Might turn out, might not, and he is... for a round 5 pick, honestly, anything's going to be all right. And he's a low top 9 grinder, unfortunately, but, you know, not the most terrible pick. There's definitely been worse picks made by this franchise before. You know, for the majority, we've turned our picks into very valuable players, but yeah, that one's pretty bad overall, unfortunately. I did see another elite in here. Oh yeah, Smith's was nice. Anyways, we're going to take Dupuis now. Rene Dupuis. We'll see if he turns out or not. And he is a... okay, low top 9. Again, not the most spectacular, but whatever. McMuffin, that's an awesome name. I would have loved him, but whatever. Grantham, 18 years old, so that's a pretty nice pick by Toronto for round 7. And then low starters, honestly, not even that bad. That's about it. So for our last pick, we are going to go with this guy, Kyle Millen. No idea how he's going to turn out, but you got to take some risks, and he is a low top 6. Okay, that was pretty good for the last pick, but no, Korea, Sterling, Irving, and maybe Pasquale are going to be the memorable picks from this draft. Schrempf, you know, that would be cool if we could get him into the NHL at some point. Be like, hey, Elliot and Rory, like, hey, Brothers United or whatever. Like, that would be pretty cool, I think. Anyways, Korea and Sterling will definitely come into our team and probably make an immediate impact. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next season here too. So let's get to this re-signing phase. I don't think we got too many contracts to offer. We do have some coaches, obviously, but you know, that's not too expensive usually. Aiden Hillen, you're not a head coach, buddy. Yeah, you had a winning record and all, but like, fuck, I'm not paying you that much money, sorry. We can sign an AHL assistant for that much money, that's good. And I thought that was another Schrempf, to be honest, but let's get the scouting done too, because there's always scouts that need to be re-signed. It always happens, so let's just get it done. You know, I don't usually spend too much time re-signing scouts. It used to be like a total pain in the ass with NHL 19, where there was like an extra pop-up menu that always came up, and it just got so annoying. But anyways, let's see. Oh, Nylander rejected, but Zimmerman did... oh, okay, rejected it. Never mind. I thought he accepted it for a second. I don't know why. Anyways, for our contracts, I think we're going to have to qualify Zimmerman, unfortunately. Actually, no, we got $9 million. We'll be fine. What am I saying? Anyways, you know, we got a lot of good young players here that we could probably send down to the AHL. for a season just to let him grow. We have a lot of guys on a $10 million contract as well, which is good. Matsumoto's 11.5 now, but Lafreniere, Slaney, Saban, all on 10 million is about as good as you can get for contract offers. And we're going to see how this new system works out too, obviously, right? Because we are going to be playing a new system. I'm going to go and look into those coaches right now, just because I don't know exactly what's going to happen here. We still can't go for coaches yet, so that's annoying. Anyways, let's offer Zimmerman and who else? Zimmerman and Nylander need contracts. Actually, let's just go to all expiring at this point. So Zimmerman needs the deal. He wants $3.2 million. We can offer that. That's not a problem. And then Nylander as well is totally worth signing at 2.5. Gunler, I'm hoping he wants like AHL money. Yes, buddy. Let's go. Because these contracts don't really count towards your cap space so much, which is huge. Venkateshan, yikes. Dorian, man, come on. All right, as far as free agents and making trades and stuff like that, I don't think we're going to be doing a whole lot. I'm going to be really pissed off if, what's his name doesn't take... Okay, the AHL assistant coach didn't take the job, but, what's his name? If Zimmerman doesn't take his contract, I'm going to be mad. Okay, Sterling signs, Korea signs, Malik signs, Jakobsen resigns, Sadikov resigns, Gainey resigns, Pedersen signs, Siklanka resigns, Gunler resigns, Emery resigns, Samsonov rejects, okay. Kemp rejects, Nylander signs, Pitt signs, Veshy signs, Zimmerman rejects, what an asshole, Plekhanov signs, and, okay, stop up, Jesus, okay. Okay, so we're going to offer Melvin Zimmerman this deal. We're the only team interested. With 3 years at $3.5 million. If he doesn't take that, he's not getting a contract, and that's final. And then, let's see. The only other guys we're really interested in would be left wingers, not expecting a ton of money here, so that would be, we're actually too far already, we went past him, but that would be Venkateshan, who wants $2.3 million, my god, you're not worth that, unfortunately, but we can offer you that deal. And then the other guy would be, wherever he is, we'll find him, Samsonov there. And he wants a pretty cheap deal overall. So yeah, we'll offer Vitaly that too. Those are the only guys I really care about bringing back. I'm more interested in what these coaches are going to do. And Lavin is going to be an associate coach. Beautiful. We're definitely going to be tossing him into the head coach role. And Lucic went somewhere else, unfortunately. But I get the feeling Djordjevic is probably... Wait, oh, okay, that's my bad. Oh, guys, one more thing. I forgot to customize our mascot's jersey because you know that he wears the number of cups that we have. And right now he's wearing 0. And hey, Hammy, we've actually won 2 cups now, so that is totally my bad. But that is awesome that he's getting to wear number 2 now on his back, not just 1. Oh, yeah. All right, so heading into the next season, 97% of our tickets sold. That's pretty nice, and that's because we won the Stanley Cup. So, all right, so our goal is to win the Stanley Cup again, finish first in our division, and sell 85% of our season tickets. Oh, guys, something I just realized as well from looking at my sheet is that the Milwaukee Admirals actually won back-to-back Calder Cups, so good on them. So, guys, I think we're going to be wrapping it up here right away. I just want to show you, the team hasn't changed at all besides maybe throwing Harvey Sterling in here. Honestly, Vasakis deserves to play on this, third line or second line. That looks really nice right there. Only problem is that Zimmerman and, yeah, that just doesn't work with Sterling right now, so not entirely sure what we're going to do there. Wait, he gets +3 there. Okay, you know what? We might keep it like that. Honestly, you have that crazy good a depth core, and then these guys are all above average, right? Neal's above average as maybe not a first liner, but as a second liner. Savant's one of the best in the league. Same with Leopold. Same with Steves. Like, all these guys are really damn good players overall. And, like, I mean, yes, we have two playmakers with Slaney and Lafreniere, but they had great seasons last year. You look at him, like, Lafreniere had his career high in points at 101, and Slaney had his career high in points at 86. Keep them together. Why not? Neil was getting things done too. 79 points. He's almost on a point-a-game pace, which I cannot say for the majority of this team, except, yeah, not even Savan, man. Not even Savan. So, you know, it's been like an underwhelming kind of franchise mode as far as point production and stuff like that goes, but overall, I'm not upset with the team by any means. We've won 2 cups in how many seasons? It's probably been about 10 seasons, but still. It's been 9 seasons. This will be our 10th season, but let's just take a look, you know, like, the team's above average. There's no question about that. It's above average, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, it could probably be a little bit better. As far as chemistry goes, I can't find a system that fits what I want with this team, and it's just too bad. But you know, still really great boost there. That's a 96 rated Matsumoto. If we get the +3 on this line, we got an 89 rated Walton, 84 rated Sterling, and 88 rated Shrimp. Like, doesn't get much better than that, buddy. And okay, you know what? He's a playmaker. He can play on the left wing. That's fine. And yeah, I really, really like how this team is shaped up. I think they're gonna do just fine, honestly. But yeah, it's too bad, because really this team has the potential to be even better than it already is, and it's just not quite there yet. But that's what we're gonna run for this year. We'll see how it fits. I actually want to get Robert Nylander back into the system if possible, but we have other really great players like Hakana and such, and it's like, oh man, how are we gonna fit everybody together here? It's difficult. So anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Next episode, we'll be getting into the 2029/30 season here, and yeah, that's gonna be it for me. If you guys are new to the channel, please go down below, consider subscribing, leave a like on the video, and feel free to turn on notifications and leave comments. But that is going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see you.